Here is the pivotal moment in Hobbes' argument, the transformation from natural war to civil peace through the social contract. But Hobbes' contract differs fundamentally from ordinary agreements and from later social contract theories. This isn't a contract between rulers and ruled, which was the dominant model in medieval political thought. It's not a mutual agreement between king and subjects specifying reciprocal obligations. Rather, it's an agreement among the ruled themselves to create a ruler and vest that ruler with absolute authority. Hobbes envisions each person entering into a covenant with every other person. The content of this covenant is something like, I authorize and give up my right of governing myself to this man or this assembly of men on condition that you give up your right to him and authorize all his actions in like manner. Everyone simultaneously transfers their natural rights to a single sovereign authority, whether one person, monarchy, a select group, aristocracy, or an assembly, democracy. This creates what Hobbes calls the Leviathan, or mortal god, an artificial person created by covenant representing the united will and power of all. The sovereign isn't a natural individual with natural authority, but an artificial construct, a legal person whose identity and power derive entirely from authorization by subjects. The structure is crucial. The sovereign is not a party to the social contract. The people contract with each other to create and obey the sovereign. This has several vital implications. First, the sovereign cannot breach the contract because they're not bound by it. Subjects authorize the sovereign's power, so they cannot legitimately complain about how it's exercised. Second, disputes about whether the sovereign has exceeded authority cannot be adjudicated because the sovereign is the final judge of all disputes. Third, subjects cannot release themselves from obligation by claiming the sovereign violated the contract, because no such contract exists between them and the sovereign.
Why this structure? Hobbes learned from England's Civil War. If the sovereign is party to a contract with subjects, who judges whether the sovereign has violated it? The king says Parliament violated the ancient constitution. Parliament says the king violated fundamental law. Each claims authority to judge. Neither can definitively settle the dispute. The result is civil war, exactly what the social contract was meant to prevent. Hobbes eliminates this problem by making the sovereign the ultimate judge, accountable to no earthly authority. This seems tyrannical, and in a sense it is, but Hobbes would argue it's the only way to solve the fundamental problem of political order, establishing determinate authority that can actually prevent return to the state of nature. Once the sovereign is created through this multilateral covenant, the state of nature ends. Now, a common power exists capable of enforcing agreements, punishing violations, and providing security. Now covenants have force, because breaking them brings punishment. Now the laws of nature can actually be followed, because everyone knows everyone else faces the same constraints. The transformation is complete, from natural individuals with unlimited rights and no security to subjects with limited legal rights but real protection. From a condition where everyone has right to everything but secure possession of nothing to a condition where legally defined property provides genuine security. From perpetual fear of violent death to reasonable expectation of peaceful life. This is Hobbes' theoretical solution, but the solution comes with a price that many readers find intolerable: absolute sovereignty.